Chris here with High Seas Cruising. Welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be talking about packing for your cruise, specifically packing your toiletry bag. What should you take with you on every cruise? So let's jump right in and let's talk about packing your toiletry bag. Now, what I'm going to give you guys today is not a be-all, end-all list because everybody's different. No two people are the same. You may need something that I don't need, or I may need something that you don't need, you know? But what I'm going to cover are the basics. The basics you should pack for your cruise. Things you're probably going to need on board, because if you forget it and you have to buy it on the ship, they're going to cost you a little bit more than you are used to paying. And these are things that if you get them before your cruise, you can get them at, a dollar store, Dollar General, your local Walmart, your grocery store, kind of any place that has a travel section. So we're going to start off with the basics here. Of course, you got your toothpaste and your toothpicks. You got your toothbrush. You can get a regular size one, put it in a container. You get a travel toothbrush, something you could throw away at the end of your cruise for a one-time use. Also recommend you take Q-tips. You never know. My ears get itchy. Q-tips help me. Now, what I consider a must-have item, though, is a small first aid kit. Something that's just got some Band-Aids in it, some light first aid essentials, because you don't want to pay for this kind of stuff on a cruise ship. You don't want to have to go down to medical just to get yourself a Band-Aid. So take a small first aid kit. Next is going to be Kleenex. Look, they do provide tissues and Kleenex on board cruise ships. You will find those in your cruise cabin. However, they're not always super soft. You got a sensitive nose. You blow your nose a lot. You may want something a little bit softer that's more suited to you and not get that itchy, scratchy nose that you could get from using a cruise ship product, say, over a week period. Now, another must-have item, and I mean this is a must-have item. If you've ever been on a cruise before, you know there's some people out there that I think they forget to pack deodorant. You got to take deodorant with you on your cruise, okay? You are in close proximity to other people for long periods of time, whether it's in the dining room, the theater, passing each other in the halls. Deodorant. It is a must-have. I really think they ought to make sure you have it before you get on the ship. Some people maybe bring two. Now, when you hop in the shower, they're going to have product there on the wall. Majority of cruise lines do. They usually have some kind of body wash, shampoo, conditioner, possibly one of those 3-in-1 type products. And if you're me, I'm perfectly good with the stuff the cruise ship provides. I don't need anything different or unique other than that. But I don't have sensitive skin. I don't really have sophisticated tastes. And while I can use that, not everybody can. Tiffany, for an example, does not like that product. She prefers to bring her own shampoo and her own conditioner. I picked her up some to make her smell like strawberries this time. And you can get these in travel size. But if you are that type of person that you are like a specific product, there's something that you just have to use, want to use, doesn't come in a travel size container, what you can do is get something like this. These are just empty little bottles. Okay, it's a bag of 4 of them, small, they're empty, you put whatever you want in them. So if you have a specific body wash, conditioner, shampoo, whatever the case may be, you can simply fill up one of these empty containers with all of your different products, and now they're travel sized. So it does give you some options. Now, me personally, I don't like the washcloths. I'm not a washcloth guy. I'm a loofah guy. Yes, I like a hot pink loofah. That's just me, okay? But I enjoy a loofah. They do make small little travel size loofahs. Now, one thing that you do want to take with these is Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are great because you can put at the end of the cruise, you put your loofah back in there. It's not growing mildew or mold or anything because it's still damp in your hygiene bag, in your toiletry bag. You can also put any shampoo, conditioner. You can separate your items out with Ziploc bags in case anything opens or spills, it won't get on everything else. So loofahs and Ziploc bags. Next up's gonna be medication. Now, this is aside from any, personal medication you take. If you have any kind of prescription medication, of course, bring that type of medicine. I'm just talking general stuff a cruiser might need, stuff you don't want to pay for on a cruise ship. One is going to be some type of pain relief medicine. Now, I use naproxen. That's the one that works the best for me. You may use Tylenol, Motrin, ibuprofen, anything like that, whichever one you prefer. Like I said, I prefer naproxen. You're going to be doing a lot of walking up and down stairs, getting up and down, moving around the cruise ship, getting off in port, going and doing excursions, maybe something you've never done before. Your body's not used to it. Some type of pain medication to help ease the aches and pains is a good idea. Don't suffer on your cruise. Don't hurt on your cruise if you can take something with you ahead of time to help that. Allergy medicine, that is another one. Now, I have allergy pills. I also have nasal spray. I use a combination of the two. You're going to someplace new plants, new flowers, different kinds of pollen in the air that maybe you haven't encountered before. You don't know how your body's going to react, especially if you have sensitive allergies. Take some type of allergy medicine with you. Better safe than sorry. Always better safe than sorry. If you don't need it, you got it for when you're back home. Now, this is going to be a two-part product here, because one unique thing about cruise ships is going to be the food that's on board. And it is probably not the same food you eat on a day-to-day basis while you're at home. This food is probably going to be richer. It's going to be different. You're going to try new and different things, and your body may have a reaction to this type of food. So, for an example, if you are a person that may get some heartburn, some Tums, some Rolaids, some type of antacid to help with the new rich foods you may eat on board the ship, good idea to have. If you've ever had heartburn before, you don't want to get heartburn on night through your cruise and have nothing to take for it. That sucks. You're going to suffer at night. Don't do it. Now, we're going to get a little gross here for a second, but but it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary, because along the same lines, while you're eating new, rich, different, unique foods, reactions your body have, it can affect your restroom schedule. We'll put it that way. And so to have a product to assist you with your restroom schedule is probably a good idea, especially if you've never been on a cruise and don't know how your stomach's going to react. I can tell you that my body is not used to cruise ship food. If I've been home for a while, I get back on a ship, and if I don't have something, it can be an uncomfortable first couple of days. So, as nice as I can put it, take something to help you maintain your bathroom schedule. And to also go along with that, stuff to help the smells that may appear in your cruise ship bathroom. They're enclosed, they're small, they're not well ventilated, and you may need something to make it more pleasant in there during certain times of the day. So recommend some type of Lysol spray, or what is this one? Poopsie Daisy? I didn't make up the names. That's just what it says. To help you out with those restroom needs. Yeah, there's some gross parts to cruising. Unfortunately, some things you need to take that maybe we don't talk about a whole lot, but I want you to be prepared. Now, for those that maybe suffer or think they're going to suffer from seasickness, take some kind of seasick medication with you, whether it's a medication, it's a patch, wristbands, whichever one you think is going to work for you, that's the one you probably want to take with you, or a combination of those if you just don't know. There's some things you can do on a cruise ship. Green apples will help, ginger will help, and some seasick medication will help as well. I don't pack any seasick medication. I don't get seasick, but that's me. That's not everybody. That's why we're still going to mention seasick medication. Sunscreen is another one. Especially if you are going to the Caribbean, the sun is out. It is different. It is bright. And there's a good chance, if you're not paying attention, covering up and protecting yourself, you are going to get a sunburn. And the cruise ship does not provide sunscreen. Bring your own sunscreen. And along with bringing your own sunscreen, bring some kind of sunburn relief gel, some type of aloe, something that if you do get sunburned, you can rub it on and help ease that pain. Because again, if you go down to cruise ship medical and say, oh, I got a really bad sunburn, gonna cost you the money when all you really got to do is try to bring something with you: sunscreen to protect yourself and some sunburn gel to help relieve any sunburn you may get. And that right there is the basics of what I pack in a toiletry bag prior to my cruise. Just some basic necessities. And again, this isn't a be all end all list. Just because this is what I pack does not mean it is a perfect packing solution for everybody out there. You may have things you want to bring them. You may not need some of the things I've mentioned. Don't bring them. But if I absolutely forgot anything that you feel is 100% necessary, let me know in the comments below. That way we can add it as well to the packing list and share it with everybody out there, so everybody at least has the basic essentials and you're not have to go on board the cruise ship and then purchase stuff that you could have gotten way cheaper long before you got on the ship. Okay, so everybody let me know in the comments below. What do you think of these items? Are they good? Are they bad? Are these the things you also bring on board the cruise ship? Share it with everybody out there. That way, especially for new cruisers, you guys are prepared for the first time you get the joys of stepping on board a cruise ship. And that is going to be our video for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.